Barnet FC obviously broke the news on their website and socials. So we just thought it'd be nice to have an informal chat about, the exciting new adventure that you're going to undertake. So really just a bit of a chat about your journey more than anything else. I mean, how old were you when you first started playing football, and where was that?
I was about 7 years old, and it was at a school at football camp. So yeah, just pretty much started local. And yeah, after that, one of my teammates asked me to join the local team. So yeah.
Okay, and what happened next?
So after I joined the local team, I played there for about 3-4 years, and then I was picked up by a few teams, but I decided to go to Tottenham, and I was there for a year, and I enjoyed it, but obviously I didn't stay there too long after because it wasn't good enough at the time. So I went back into grassroots, and then I went to teams such as Stevenage, Cambridge, and I was at Cambridge for the start of my scholar pre-season.
Yeah.
But then they let me know in around July that I wouldn't get a scholarship there. So obviously I had a child there, and then I would join the QPR college program. Which is where I met.
I was just about to say. So how did you sort of meet the Bakali brothers? Was it from there?
Yeah. So when I joined the college program, I met Omar, and then he suggested I go to Rising Ballers training one time, and that's how I met Mo. So yeah.
And what was your first impressions?
He was incredible. To be honest with you, something like I've never seen before. His determination, his attitude, his application was fantastic. So he was a boy who needed to test himself amongst players like himself. Obviously, we were at Rising Ballers last year, so I think it was a good platform for him to kind of gauge an understanding on where he is as a player.
Compared to others?
Yeah, compared to others. We had boys who had come out of academies, boys very similar to himself. So it was a good test, didn't it?
Yeah,
it was a good test. This first session, I don't think it was as easy as he thought. Yeah.
No, cool. Okay, so obviously you joined Burnham FC at the beginning of the current 2024-25 season. What were your sort of first impressions?
So obviously the step up from like college football to men's football, especially step 5, it was big because I came to like the trial day, and even then the tempo was a lot quicker than I'm used to. The physicality also was a lot more greater, so I had to adjust to that. But my first impressions was that obviously it was very physically demanding, and I just had to make decisions quicker. Yeah.
The whole thought process had to be on point, really.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, a year on, 28, 29 appearances, I think it is. You've accumulated 3 goals and a hell of a lot of assists, which is obviously your strategy in terms of playtime. What have you actually learnt here, do you think?
I've learnt a lot. Could be here all day if I mentioned everything I've learnt, but the main things I've learnt is probably just to obviously they told me to always enjoy it and play with a smile on my face, and also just to be myself, trust my instincts, and obviously because I'm playing in the team for a reason. So because obviously when I first came, I was obviously I was inexperienced because I was young, but I felt because of that, everyone knew a lot better than me, so I wouldn't trust my instincts as much. But I've learned to trust my instincts and stuff like that, and I've developed technically and physically. So yeah.
Okay, and I mean obviously you were playing for the academy at Barnet FC for a while. I mean, what's that been like? Yeah,
the academy at Barnet was good. We have a very good team. Hopefully we'll win the league there as well. But they also helped me develop. Obviously, had to learn a new role there, playing wing back.
Okay.
So that's what the first team at Barnet play, and I've enjoyed that role, which is what obviously Burnham have switched to a 3-back recently. So I've been playing there for the last few games, which is good. But obviously I had to learn that role, and I've enjoyed it. We've won a lot of games, and
And obviously, how did you feel when they asked you to sign a pro contract?
Yeah, when they first mentioned it to me, I thought...
I've got to say, that's the first time I've actually seen him smile on this interview.
When they first mentioned it to me, I thought they were kind of joking, because obviously they have that humour.
Yeah.
But he told me obviously he was serious, he doesn't joke about stuff like that. So,
brilliant.
Obviously I was happy, I was delighted, because that's what I've worked hard for, and I've wanted to be signed for so long now. So yeah.
And what was your reaction? And obviously your brother you've obviously spoken about all of this.
To be honest, I wasn't surprised at all. I mean, if it wasn't Barnet, it was going to be someone else. The trajectory from Bright, from when I met him to, it's going to continue anyway, God willing, has been fantastic. And like I said, if it wasn't Barnet, it might have been another club, who knows, Wickham, QPR, anyone along the lines, everyone was kind of keeping their eye out for him. So very happy for him, very, very happy. I know it's something that he's always wanted and he's worked hard to get it. But this is a stepping stone, and it's the start of the hard work. If what he thought was hard work before, it gets harder now because it's not over. He needs to be playing first team football, and he's got a lot to learn. Yeah. No,
great. Well, they say the hard work starts here. So I think really, from everyone here at Burnham Football Club, thank you for all your hard work. It is appreciated. Good luck with your new adventure. It's been an absolute pleasure, and we wish you all the very best, and I'm sure we'll keep in touch and watch with close eyes on your career going forward. All right, so well done.
Thank you, Andrew.